What is the dumbest way you've gotten a scar? Tripped over my kitten and busted my head open on my sofa. Pop-Tart. Wild berry flavor. Permanent burn scars on my leg. I was young and dumb. Toasting my Pop-Tart. When I pulled it out, the frosting was so hot it was literally bubbling. I dropped it because it was burning my fingertips. Dropped it right onto my leg, frosting side down. I went to wipe it away, and my skin wiped away with it. Gave me almost third-degree burns. Had to go straight to the hospital. Still have the scars 20 years later. I used a pressure washer on my foot. I have one on the back of my hand from rubbing the skin off with a pencil eraser longer than the other kid did when I was 13, just to prove I was tough. I twisted the head off of my little sister's baby doll. She hit me in the head with a garden hoe. 11 stitches. My brother, sister, and I all have the same kind of scar in our left eyebrow and got them at the same age. My brother opened an empty dresser drawer and smacked himself in the face. My sister ran into a brick wall and I fell off the couch onto a coffee table. Don't touch the iron, it's hot. Can't be that hot. Narrator: it was an old roommate and I got drunk and had a snowball fight, but with beer bottles. I got a glass bowl full of ice cream, stumbled and didn't let go of the bowl, so it cut open my hand. It's a common reflex of small children, because ice cream is precious, but still stupid, because I had to wear a bandage for 2 weeks. Using a knife as a flathead screwdriver. In 5th grade I asked a girl to be my girlfriend. She said no. I turned around and fell down a hill and slashed my ankle open on a rock. I have a lifelong scar to remind me of the rejection. This is so stupid, but in high school a friend of mine would scar my skin. I let her draw on me with a pencil, so now every time I get a tan there's just a scar of a star, smiley face, and cat head that shows up, and it's so stupid. I was sitting on the back 2 legs of my chair, I lost balance, fell backward and went through a window. Shards of glass rained on me and one sliced my eyebrow in half. I have a scar on my forearm from a weaponized paper airplane I taped razor blades to and launched with a rubber band. Sadly, this happened when I was 22, in the Air Force as a 3D0X2. It sliced my forearm open on launch. I enlisted the help of another member of our shop to help me destroy the evidence and drive me to the base hospital to get stitches. I blew a raspberry on my cat's belly and she scratched a 3-inch scar into my eyebrow. Hindsight. I was removing mold from paving stones with a high-pressure cleaner. I guess I had a moment when I wondered if it would remove the skin from my foot. Testing the sharpness of a knife. Parents warned me not to tip my chair at the dinner table when I was a kid. I said it's okay as long as I don't tip it too far, then I immediately tipped it too far and split my head open on the corner of the stove. Got a lightning bolt scar to the right of my eye and became Diet Harry Potter overnight. Edit: sentence was structured weird. Subway sandwich burn. I was a sandwich artist and my coworker was taking a sandwich out of the oven and the cheese grazed my arm and took a piece of skin with it. I had a big blister that turned into a scar. Someone ate my arm skin for lunch. Absolutely horrible. I was in so much pain I ran to the back to scream. I didn't have a sec to tell my coworker to throw it out, he was moving too fast to notice. Disaster D. I have a lot of scars from stupid shit. But my stupidest one was from a pair of closed scissors. I got into my bed, don't ask why, there was a pair of scissors in there and leaned very hard on a pair of scissors with me knee. I don't even know how I cut myself with closed scissors, WTF. High school ceramics teacher: don't touch that, it's sharp. Me, 20 seconds later: oops, I need a band-aid. Nurse, 3 minutes later: sit down, let me call your mom, that band-aid isn't going to cut it. You definitely need stitches. Face with tears of joy. I thought having a scar will look cool, so I gave myself one. Just last weekend I cut my forehead pretty decently. Had an epileptic seizure and smashed my head in the bathroom. The ambulance guys insisted we go get some stitches. It'll leave a scar, no doubt. And the doctor who stitched me up was not impressed and referred my dumbass to a neurologist because I am not taking my meds correctly. If I took my medicine like I'm supposed to, this whole mess could have been avoided. But no, I'm a dumbass. I was headbanging my hair dry in the bathroom. I hit the counter. I was 8. I was maybe 13 or 14. I was tossing a can of wasp spray in the air and catching it. Well, I guess I just decided I wasn't going to catch it, cause the rim of it struck my eyebrow, gashed open my eyebrow, bled like a stuck pig, and indented my eye socket. Nice little scar now, but damn was that stupid. Kid in the church nursery hit me in the eye with a plastic carrot. It was 40 years ago. I've still got a scar. Silly childhood accidents, got a scar sliding downward stairs, memories. I was in home economics class in 7th grade and wasn't paying attention to the position of my hand while sewing. Punched right through my finger. It didn't hurt at first, so I spun the wheel to raise the needle. It went lower, so I panicked and ripped my finger out. Spent the rest of the day in the ER with the needle sticking through my finger. I have mirrored scars on my chin. When I was 2, I fell off a teeter-totter and put my bottom teeth through my lip upper chin. Less than a year later I fell off a jungle gym and the same exact thing happened. 29 now and they're still clear as day. Bonus points: when I was 8 I fell and split my lip an inch down in 2 places, so those scars are added to the mix too. I drunkenly stuck my finger in a wire egg beater and turned it on. The wire spun round, threading itself through my finger. Panicked, I began pulling. Only once I calmed myself did I unthread it. Scars are still there 35 years later. I hit myself in the face with a tennis racket. The ball went over my left shoulder, and I tried to hit it with the racket in my right hand. I missed. I gashed my lower lip, which bled copiously. The 2 other people on the court fell to the ground laughing. I guess it was pretty funny, except that I was in high school and played trombone at the time. Not good. Please don't laugh at me. When I was a kid I wanted to plug a small circuit LED bulb directly into the power outlet and see what would happen. So I waited until my father went to work and did it. Suddenly it exploded and I was electrocuted. I fell and hit my head and got injured. I didn't tell anyone that I was electrocuted because I was ashamed. I said that I slipped and fell and was injured. Ran into my uncle's cigarette, but when I was a kid. Snuffed it out with my forehead. Tried balance walking on a log laying flat on gravel. Tripped and got 13 stitches. I have a dot of graphite in the middle of my left palm. I had this overly sharp-end pencil and wanted to drop it into a pencil holder that was on the ground. IDK what happened, but for some reason my knee jerked and it launched my hand that was holding the pencil straight into my other hand. IDK why my other hand was above it anyway, but it went right into my hand. I have a scar on my pinky and wrist from dropping a fishbowl in 4th grade. Don't worry, the fish wasn't in it. Honestly, I have no idea how I managed to cut up my hand, lol, but now the scar on my wrist looks like Africa and I refuse to wear anything over it because I like it face with tears of joy. I put mosquito spray on my arm and tried to light it on fire, then quickly slapped my arm to put it out. Well, I was maybe 0.002 milliseconds too slow with that slap, so I had a nice burn on me, and even worse, when I did slap I didn't get it all, so in the end there was a sort of C-shaped burn from the spot still on fire.